Hi everybody, Summers Pendarvis with Weichert Realtors Pendarvis Company. With me today I have Tim Padgett of Real Insurance Agency based out of Edgefield, South Carolina. So Tim, how long have y'all been in insurance? How long has Real been around?
1951 was the founding date of our business.
So that's a long time ago.
Yes.
What have you learned in many years?
Well,
because obviously you were born in 1930, right? So you're the original?
No, not quite. But no, Summers, insurance is a part of most everybody's life and their business affairs and budgets. So obviously it's something that every family deals with at some point. So,
what do you think is the most common question that people ask you that they don't understand about insurance?
I think the most common question we get, Summers, would be, what does my policy cover? Am I covered for theft? Am I covered for tornado? That type thing, or coverage questions that we get.
And so that's all dependent on the type of coverage they're choosing, right?
Certainly, the most common type policy when we're speaking of homes will be a homeowner's policy. In the industry, it's known as an HO3 most commonly. There are other forms, but an HO3 is the most common type of homeowner's policy. Yeah.
So what can happen will happen. Murphy's Law. I always like to tell my buyers and sellers, do not cancel your homeowner's insurance until the day after closing.
After, absolutely.
Because if you cancel the day of, it's not covered the day of closing. So if lightning were to strike and your home burns down while you're at the closing table, you're sort of SOL, right?
Absolutely. And as you well know, closings are frequently delayed for one reason or another. And don't call your agent before the closing, call after the closing. They can cancel retroactively. So you don't lose anything by waiting until after the closing to cancel.
Face it, that $2 or $3.
No.
I think everybody would rather have that peace of mind.
Absolutely.
And what would you say to buyers? When do they need to contact their insurance agency?
The sooner the better. It gives the agent time to go inspect the home, see any potential problems, deficiencies with the property from an insurance perspective, and it also gives agents more time to match buyers and customers with the appropriate companies. Some companies are looking for larger homes, some smaller, some newer, some older. So it gives the agent a chance to put the customer with the appropriate carrier.
Sure. And most people, if you're getting a mortgage, you have to do your insurance stuff as part of your mortgage process.
Correct.
But if you're paying cash, those fortunate few, you sort of have to take this on yourself. Your agent will tell you to do it, but you can't forget this important step because you want to have coverage start the day of closing.
Absolutely.
Not the day before and not the day after. So there's a sort of a gap period where two people's policies are covering.
Absolutely.
And I know for us, we give out a list called our Gold Service Partners, and it's a list of attorneys, lenders, etc., who work in the area that we know are good at their job. And you're on that list for us.
Right.
And that's why I'm interviewing you, so that clients can get to meet you. I mean, it's important to know your insurance agent, right?
Yes, as you well know, reputation in a small community is vital, and it generates more business, referral business, and so it's very important to have good relationships with all the local businesses that are related to real estate transactions. So we're very glad to be on the gold list for Weichert and Pendarvis Realty.
Yeah. So what would you say to potential clients? What is the one thing you want them to take away from meeting you today?
I would say that there are three basic reasons to have a homeowner's policy. First of all, is the requirement if you have a mortgage to protect the bank's collateral. Secondly, for most buyers, a home is one of the most valuable, if not the most valuable assets they'll own in a lifetime, to protect that. And the third part that many buyers don't realize is you also buy liability coverage. If people are hurt on your property, or if they sue you for being injured or you injure them, your homeowners, that's where you pick up your personal liability coverage. So, and a lot of times that gets lost in the shuffle is the liability coverage that comes. But yeah, it's very important to protect your most valuable asset.
It is. It is the biggest purchase most Americans will make is their house and then their car. And a lot of people move on average every 5 years.
Yes.
So it's always important to meet your insurance agent in person if you can, interview them, ask the hard questions. So if someone was a first-time home buyer, what is the one question that they should ask any agency they talk to, insurance agency?
Well, I would always want to know, is my home properly insured? Am I insured to protect me, to put me back like I was when I bought, the day I bought the home? Will it put my house back the way it was? Do I have that coverage? That is critical, that you have the correct protection for your home.
Well, that's great, because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I learned something here today. The one question you should ask your insurance agent.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, thank you for your time today.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Bye, everybody.